my god, I did not realize how close that was. Woo! Oh my god, almost lost another 360 camera. That's what happens when you rush, man. I've been trying to make this video for like a month. Just the weather's been terrible. Or I just haven't had time for it. It's always one or the other. It's gonna start raining here in about half an hour to an hour. So we'll have to make this real quick. But I can at least answer some of the questions I've been getting. We'll get right into it. Is this a good beginner bike? Well, I think it definitely can be done. If you're a first-time rider, at least on the street, maybe had some dirt bike experience, definitely can be done. But after riding so many different bikes, I feel like this is a pretty bad bike to start on, to be honest. It's not that it like would get away from you terribly easy, but the riding position in comparison to super sports is great. However, for a first-time rider, this position is aggressive and not confidence inspiring. You gotta think, put yourself in the shoes of whenever you very first start riding a motorcycle. You know, if you probably started in a parking lot or a neighborhood road, and you're barely going 5-10 miles an hour. Like, that's where it starts. So putting yourself in that position, man, I don't see this being the confidence inspiring bike some new riders need. You know, some people, you know, aren't the same. You can't, like, you know, there's always that one guy who started out on a Busa or an R1 or something like that. Like, it can be done. Not saying that it can't, but it's just not, like, why not get a little 400? Just something that has that upright, confidence inspiring position, you know, really smooth throttle, stuff like that. I mean, that's what you want when you start. So I don't think this is a great beginner bike. You know, depending on what you're looking to get into when it comes to riding, this has some really good applications. People are like, oh, this is a terrible replacement of the R6, which I don't know that it was meant to be that. But so this is my girlfriend's bike. She started riding last year on a CBR 500, which was a excellent place to start. She rode that for, you know, about a year, and did a couple track days on it. And at that point, it was like, oh, I'm kind of, you know, outgrowing it. And she wanted to look for her next step. You know, she's ridden 1000s before. She's ridden my R1, the FZ10. But, like, going straight from like a little 500 to a 1000, just, you're leaving a lot on the table as far as, you know, really, you know, improving your skills. Especially when it comes to like tight and technical turns and everything like that. I mean, you're leaving just so much on the table. So we thought, you know, let's check out the R7, and it's been an excellent, you know, second season on the track. Like, this was absolutely the way to go. And I know not everyone's trying to go out and, you know, hit the track and stuff. Wow, traffic is nuts right now because there's a detour over there. But for people that, you know, say live in an area like the PNW with lots of tight, twisty roads, that like to do track days, getting a bike that's not overpowered is a power move, man. All the roads out here are super twisty. There's really nowhere to stretch out a 1000 at all, or shit, even a 600. It's hard to stretch out around here. With this bike in particular, it fits a certain group of people, and it fits them very well. Do I think it's a beginner bike? No. Do I think it's a really good in-between bike? Absolutely. Like, you know, it's not your end all be all. I think eventually you'd probably want a little bit more, but man, it's a really good, like, after you've at least taken your first season out on a more confidence inspiring bike, this is the way to go. I'm gonna see if I can pass this guy, because he's been going under the speed limit literally the entire time. This thing just sounds insane. But yeah, that mid-range on this thing is so strong. Even at 70. This guy. God, how cruel would it be to do like a full throttle pass next to one of these people with how loud this thing is? I'll wait until I can line it. That quick shifter is so sensitive. Beep beep. Beep beep. Okay, if you want a bike that just makes angry noises everywhere, and you don't, like, you don't get going like 140 or anything like real quick, you stay within like controllable speeds, dude, this is it right here. Sounds like you're going, like, if you did just what I just did on like a R1 or something, yeah, you're making cool noises, but you're also doing like 120 and you're fighting the front end the entire time. This is so much freaking fun. What the hell? It's so fun because you can just wring its neck. The guy pulled out with like no urgency. to hover my foot. I actually kind of waited a little bit before the shift. That is so good. That is so much better.